very easily tonight, and Bannister, their quarterback, just chucked up a biscuit, and Deontay Fields picked it off easily, and then Wellington, when they got the ball back, took things more seriously. But Labette County's done that. They've made teams earn them respect and things like that, and so as we had someone come in here, but Labette County's made teams feel them this year, and their presence has been felt. But Wellington definitely had to take a wake-up call there on the first possession of the game.
Yeah, and it's just one of those things. They probably saw on film some things they really liked, and opening play, you wanted to send a message.
Yeah.
And it was truly, honestly, a great play by Fields to get back. Honestly, I don't think they thought that, the Grizzlies, they play zone, but not a very disciplined zone. So when they drag someone over, they're expecting to have that corner, following him and have a lot of open room there on that left side. And Fields does a nice job of getting back. Really tremendous play by him, honestly. Props to Deontay for that play.
Deontay's third pick on the season. 30-second break, and then second half will officially be underway from Altamont.
Discover what you've been missing in Parsons, Kansas. Curious Minds Discovery Zone, a children's museum that inspires a love of learning, with hands-on exhibits for all ages to imagine, create, learn, and discover. Kids enjoy looking through microscopes, building on our magnetic ball run wall, creative play in our doctor's office or grocery store, and lots more. Discover, explore, Parsons, Kansas.
Welcome back, live stream viewers. Back and live on KLKC Sports on YouTube. Had a little bit of live stream issue at halftime, as usual. But we're back on the air on YouTube. 26-0 Wellington. Fernando Rivera has not been a busy man tonight. Is this his first kickoff?
I believe so.
Because Wellington kicked to open the game, and Labette County didn't score in the first half. So Fernando getting ready to place his right foot on the ball at the 40-yard line. And a nice kick from Rivera. Ball lands back at the 13 into the arms of the Crusader.
Ooh,
and being pulled down quickly. Branham on the return. Who was in there on that tackle? That was a good tackle. 68 for Labette County.
I think he slipped up there, but
okay.
That one's going to be, I believe, Ludwig. Alex Ludwig's going to get credited with a tackle there, being the one to touch him down.
11:52, third quarter, if you're just joining. 26-0, Wellington in front. Bannister, the quarterback. Giefer behind him. Giefer gets the snap, room on the right. Matthew Jarman takes a swipe and helps bring him to the ground along with the help of his teammate, Chris Stevenson and Tayton Claiborne.
Yeah, something to watch out for here is where 5 for them Weir is going to line up here. When you get the tight end as an athletic end with his size, it allows you to really do a lot of, more complex things in the run game.
Run up the middle with Giefer. Has the first down. Out across the 40, or 35 rather. First and 10 Wellington.
So there's a Grizzly down and hobbled, I should say. Can't tell if he got up. Nope, on the ground still. I believe that's Barrett Heston.
Oh.
Certainly not. You don't want to see any Grizzly go down, but this could be a huge blow for the Grizzlies' hopes of getting back into this one.
Barrett seems to be in some pain over there near the Wellington sideline. Let's step aside for 1 minute on KLKC.
When it comes to choosing the best health care for yourself and your loved ones, there are other hospitals.
And then there's our hospital.
The difference is that while other hospitals will care for you,
we will actually care about you.
Other hospitals make decisions based on what's best for their bottom line,
while we do what's best for our community.
If you're looking for a pretty hospital, they're out there.
But if you're looking for the best hospital, it's here.
And here.
When award-earning care is as close as this, there's no reason to go anywhere else.
At Labette Health, we center around you.
Unbelievable! Sparklight is unveiling unlimited internet for just $25 a month. Get reliable 100 meg internet for just $25 a month for 12 months with unlimited data. That's unlimited internet. Call 877-469-3057 or visit sparklight.com/savings. Sparklight, a new breed in high speed.
V93.5 is your home for the best variety of the 80s, 90s, and today. Get your day started with the Anna and Raven Morning Show. You're the judge during couples court. Couples share their disagreement, and then you decide who's right. Think you know pop culture trivia? It could pay off, and you score the cash jackpot when you play Can't Beat Raven. Krause in the House gets you home every weekday afternoon starting at 2. Stream us anytime, anywhere at KLKCradio.com.
Sprain or something minor.
As I can see on Barrett's facial expression from up in the press box, wincing in pain each step that he takes to the metal bleacher right here below us. Hate to see that for Barrett. Hate to see that for Barrett. 1st and 10 Wellington, play action pass. Bannister rips it across the middle. That was pretty. Caught. Burnett across the 25. Across the 15, cuts it in, touchdown Wellington.
Yeah,
a 66-yard pitch and catch.
Yeah, and you just have your two 6'4", bodies out there. Burnett being the one receiving, Weir being the lead blocker, sort of there. As Burnett initially made the defender miss and went horizontal there, allowing Weir to get in front of him. But yeah, that's tough, especially when you have this undersized defenders of the Grizzlies, Bates and Fields out there. It's hard to match that physicality out there. Good ball by Bannister, though.
It was nice. Burnett was the receiver that everyone was talking about this week at school. 6'4", 190 pounds. Here's a kick that's up and good. 33-0 Crusaders, 10:53 left in the third quarter. Back in 30 seconds with more Grizzly football.
My name is Bria and I'm a pharmacist at Bowen Pharmacy. I'm here today to tell you about one of our patient programs, Meds to Beds. Bowen Pharmacy South is located in the medical office building at Labette Health. Our staff works closely with the doctors, nurses, and social care workers to ensure that your transition out of the hospital is an easier and more convenient experience for you and your loved ones. If you are having inpatient or outpatient surgery, we will get your medications directly from your doctor and deliver them right to your hospital bed. If you are having a baby, we will get your medications or anything else that you may need to get your family home without the hassle of making several stops along the way. Whether you're here for a few hours or a few days, we are here at Bowen Pharmacy and Bowen Pharmacy South to help get you well without any interruption in transition of care. Just ask for Meds to Beds. At Bowen Pharmacy and Bowen Pharmacy South, we are here for you today and we are here for you tomorrow.
Really good ones. Not saying they won't be better or the same next year. They're just going to lose a lot of good talent, that's all. Here's a good return. Was that Jamal Jackson on the far side?
Believe so, Jack.
It was Jamal out to the 37-yard line on that kickoff return. See if Labette County's offense can get something going here in half number 2.
Certainly need it here as they're now down 5 scores. Yeah, just outside the reach of the 4, so. Offense really need to get in a tempo here. Can't really, take your time and, force the ball down the throats in the run game. You have to find a way to spread them out and get on the ball quick.
1st and 10 Labette County. Ball at their own 37, left hash, left to right, the Grizzlies move. Toss to Jamal, to the right. Bottled up. Big old 77 in there, Goran Jurovic.
Yeah, Kaplan unable to get his hands on the end there, that being number 50 for the Crusaders, who made a really nice play, forcing Jamal to kind of have to slow down there. That being Ramirez making the team effort there, forcing him back in for 77 to clean it up.
2nd down and 11, Labette County. That puts the ball at the middle of the field. Pitch black here in Altamont, no wind. Lights are bright. Heston, play action to Jamal. He'll turn and look for Jackson, but it's not there. He'll look for him down the seam now as Jamal turned and went upfield after running an out route, and it still fell incomplete. 3rd and 11, Labette County.
Good adjustment by Jamal as well to kind of get back on the inside part of the defender to make it a little bit more, easier on Aaron there to find a way to fit the ball in just a little bit in front of him there. He didn't have a clean pocket either there. The pass rush getting there was a bit of a slow developing play there for the Grizzlies.
Nolan Nash in front of Wellington's sideline. Kagan Bates in front of Labette County's sideline.
Fields will come on late here.
Deontay gets set. 3rd and long. Pressured from the right. Wyrick gets it off, but it's tipped. Incomplete. 4th and long. Labette County has to punt.
Yeah, and it's not like the Crusaders are just, smoking Aaron here. They're just getting a really good push up front. It's making these passes really, difficult for someone of his stature, we'll put it that way, to stand up and make a throw there, as we've seen a couple batted balls now. And none of it's really on Aaron. I mean, he's making good reads and he's throwing good balls when he's had the time to do so.
Nolan adjusts the football on the punt. Maybe his worst punt of the night, but still a good one, as it's going to go out at the 35 of Wellington. The 35-yard line has been the starting yard line for both these teams like 3 or 4 times tonight. We'd like to thank a few sponsors for making our broadcast possible. Labette Community College, Forbes Hoffman Funeral Home, Clemens Insurance Agency, Vollmer Cement Finishing, SEK Orthopedics, Olson Ace Hardware, and USD 506. 9:40, 3rd quarter, 33-0, Wellington out in front. Jamal Jackson, a shallow safety, 4-3 front for Labette County. Bannister's going to tuck it, try to run, and fall forward under his own power, gain of about 4 for the senior quarterback.
Oh, and Claiborne initially, the backer, he's not the one to bring him down there. He kind of whiffed on his tackle, but he really impressed. He stayed home. He did a really nice job of tracking the ball and saw that Bannister had kept it there.
2nd down and 6. Bannister takes the snap, gives it to Giefer, up to the left side, and he'll be double-team tackled for a gain of a couple. 3rd and short.
Grizzlies making a stand here. Big 3rd down for their hopes to get, ending the drive and having a chance to get back into this one. This clock is just milking away.
3rd down and 3. Labette County needs a stop here on their home soil. This is a team that after next week will have played 3 out of their last 4 games on the road as they go to Fort Scott next week. Then they get back-to-back home games for the first time this year. Bannister with an option to the right, elects to keep it, and gets out across midfield to the 45 before being hit in the open field by Labette County's secondary.
Yeah, these linemen are doing a tremendous job of just getting up the field for the Crusaders. Makes Bannister's job a whole lot easier of hitting a hole once he sees the edge, that toss isn't available.
Malachi Dewey and Jamal Jackson sub on for Labette County's defense. This ball might go to Giefer, and it does. Or that's a different back this time. That's Armstrong. He gets out for a gain of 8 into the shallow 2nd level before he's hammered to the ground.
See what the Grizzlies are going to have to do here, whether or not they're going to have to load more men into the box here to stop the run and force, Wellington to have to throw the ball. That's what the Grizzlies are hoping to do here. You can't let them just march down the field with run after run and allow them to drain the clock.
Armstrong again, right side, tries to stretch the field. Bradley Black gets the stop on the far side. Loss of a couple. Labette County's first tackle for loss in some time. 3rd down and 4.
Bradley Black on the edge making a play there. He's made a couple of those this year. Big spot there to force another third down attempt for the Crusaders.
7:10 left, third quarter.
Is it fourth down, Jack? I thought it was just third down.
I've just been looking at the stick.
Oh,
I believe it's third down. Run right up the gut. Going to be a yard short. Nick Giefer on the carry before he's brought down within the confines of a pile of humanity. 4th and 1 for Wellington. Ball at the 35 of Labette County. Wellington hurries to the line. Labette County's not ready at all. Bannister hikes his right leg, calls for a tush push. They're going to get it, and he's got the first down.
As you see a tomahawk chop after emphatically by the Crusaders.
Yeah, they're fired up about that half-yard gain.
Grizzlies do a nice job of meeting them there. I'm sorry, Phil. I really did think it was third down on the play before. Looking at the sticks, sorry, there my vision's going out. May need to take a visit to our friends over at Eye Care Associates of Parsons.
Hey, they'll make sure your vision is crisp and your eyes are healthy. Here's a fumbled snap as the referee sprints in from the top of your screen. Looks like Bannister recovered his own fumble. 2nd down and 11.
Gotten a couple of those this year on fumble snaps. Couple recoveries by this Grizzly defense. Chance there. Good job by Bannister just falling back on it. Sometimes when you're under, you just get the ball, it just hits your hand in the, an awkward spot, and that's where that one kind of happens.
5:45, third quarter. Toss play, Giefer, left, flag down. Brought down by the Grizzlies after a gain of a couple. Things are getting chippy down there on the field.
It's an odd colored flag, I think. Jack, I really do think my vision's going out here. I thought that thing was like a highlight yellow, if that's a thing. Seemed brighter than the other ones that I've seen thrown tonight.
It's kind of an off-white colored flag, isn't it?
I don't know, but it's really been a clean game for the most part. Game really hasn't been slowed down or hampered by penalties on either side.
As this penalty does go on Labette County, it'll stay 2nd down, it looks like.
And if you watch that Cowboys-Giants game last night, Thursday Night Football, you're taking this one, as a breath of fresh air because, man, was that game slow pace because of the penalties.
2nd down and 1. Another fumbled snap, and it'll be fumbled forward.
Oh, my
And Bannister has the fumble. Labette County came up with it, but the referee signaled Wellington had it. Are they going to give it to Labette, though? They do. They do. The referee to the east of the field came sprinting in, pointing that Wellington had the ball, but he didn't even wait to see who came out of the pile with it. And then Labette County comes out hoisting the ball, and then the white hat says, no, it's going to be Labette County ball.
Yeah, and I don't know how he...
Did you see the ref do that?
Yeah, I did see that. I almost thought, the ball bounced forward, but the linemen of the Crusaders had enough push where I was like, oh my gosh, he's still going to gain a yard out of this or something. But Grizzly managed to get his paw in there on the ball and recover it.
1st and 10, Labette County forces a turnover. Their second forced of the night. Wyrick, sidearm flip, caught by Dylan Johnson. Nice looking play, but he lost half a yard. Is Dylan shaken up a little? Dylan pops up. He seems to be okay. Greeted to his feet by John Broadwell. Ball on the right hash. 4:55, third quarter.
As Bates is down with a cramp, I believe. He's in some discomfort here as not sure what's going on there. White Hat is calling an official timeout.
As Kagan Bates is on the sideline being treated to as Maddox Dewey comes on for Kagan Bates. But the referee stopped play for a moment to make sure Bates was being tended to, and he needed a sub, and that's when Maddox Dewey came in for Kagan Bates. Maddox Dewey, someone that joined the team after the Parsons game, and he's playing tonight, wide receiver to the right of Aaron Wyrick. It's a pass play for the Grizzlies, and it's intercepted right to the cornerback, Axel Norris, and he'll be chopped out Well, he's still pushing. Touchdown, Wellington. I thought he was pushed out at about the 3 or 4, but the pile kept trucking into the end zone.
Yeah, I don't know if Wyrick just never saw the backer there, but he was right there, right in front of the slant, and that's kind of the trouble here of having, a couple receivers out. Bates goes down, Heston's down. You get some of these other guys in here, kind of, makes your receiving threats, kind of one-dimensional, if that makes sense, Jack. And as a result, you have a backer just sitting on that slant.
Oh,
Pick
yeah.
6 for the Crusaders.
Norris was just perched like an eagle on a branch in the middle of that route. 4:10, third quarter, kick up, kick good, 40-0 Wellington. 1 minute break on KLKC.
My name is Bria and I'm a pharmacist at Bowen Pharmacy. I'm here today to tell you about one of our patient programs, Meds to Beds. Bowen Pharmacy South is located in the medical office building at Labette Health. Our staff works closely with the doctors, nurses, and social care workers to ensure that your transition out of the hospital is an easier and more convenient experience for you and your loved ones. If you are having inpatient or outpatient surgery, we will get your medications directly from your doctor and deliver them right to your hospital bed. If you are having a baby, we will get your medications or anything else that you may need to get your family home without the hassle of making several stops along the way. Whether you're here for a few hours or a few days, we are here at Bowen Pharmacy and Bowen Pharmacy South to help get you well without any interruption in transition of care. Just ask for Meds to Beds. At Bowen Pharmacy and Bowen Pharmacy South, we are here for you today and we are here for you tomorrow.
Jackson with a kickoff return for Labette County out to the 40-yard line. Jamal able to catch that one while running as the clock is running, so there's a chance that this is a running clock situation, John.
Yeah, and you never want to see that. I mean, these students, they put in a lot of work both in and outside of, the football field. And to have, something go against you like this and be this lopsided, it's really disheartening to see because of that. Because, I mean, coaches care, players care, is not what they wanted. It's not the result they wanted, I should say. Hats off to the Crusaders. Came in with a great game plan, and they've been executing both sides of the ball, and they made the plays when they needed to.
Jamal Jackson will get a carry here, and he'll be swung down by the waist by number 14, Evan Kelly. Loss of 1, 2nd and 11. Labette County's offense has kind of faced an uphill battle each play as they have been behind the sticks constantly.
Yeah, and with this clock, I mean, is it running, Jack?
It is. 2 minutes, third quarter.
You may want to try to get some of your guys out here at the start of the fourth quarter. You don't want to. We've seen a couple guys go down with a cramp or injury. Get your guys healthy out because you're starting the league play next week, right? You can't afford to lose
very
some of your
winnable
keepers.
games.
Yeah. You can't afford to lose your key guys and a blowout like this.
Jamal Jackson with a gain of about 3 on that play. 3rd down and 8. Labette County has it with 1:30 left in the third quarter. Again, Labette County without Camden Good tonight. Ankle injury. That moved Nolan Nash to cornerback. Kagan Bates playing some safety tonight. Deontay Fields running receiver routes as well this evening as he has his left foot buried on the line of scrimmage, ready to jet off of the snap. As Wyrick takes the snap, gives it to Jackson right side on 3rd and 8. And he's blown up by Wellington. Gain of 1. 4th down and 7. Under a minute to go in the third quarter now. Jack Leake, John Kohler with you on the call. Caleb McKee on the YouTube live stream on KLKC Sports on YouTube. Labette County will get to punt it away with the likes of Nolan Nash, who's done a good job tonight punting the football for the Grizzlies. Back deep to return for Wellington is Rogan Weta. Nash, end-over-end kick, lands at the 32 and bounces out of bounds near the 31. Clock will continue to run and probably hit 0 before Wellington can get a playoff in quarter number 3. Here in a moment when we take a break, John and I will search around for some third quarter scores around the area for you, as if anybody has my personal phone number and knows some scores from the Independence game, Parsons, or Pittsburgh, shoot me over a text, as I'd love to read to our listening audience the scores from around the area. That is the end of the third quarter from Altamont. Wellington 40, Labette County 0. 1 minute break. This is Grizzly football on KLKC Parsons.
It could happen any time or place. You feel a tickle in your face. You move your arm feels weak. The words won't come when you're trying to speak. Folks may think it's all a joke, but it ain't no joke, it's a stroke. Face, arm, speech, time.
That spells fast.
Better call 911. At Strokes First Sign. Time means brain, so don't waste time. Time means brain, so don't waste time. Act fast. Face, arm, speech, time. Act fast. Face, arm, speech, time. Act fast.
In an emergency, take me to Labette Health.
Unbelievable! Sparklight is unveiling unlimited internet for just $25 a month. Get reliable 100 meg internet for just $25 a month for 12 months with unlimited data. That's unlimited internet. Call 877-469-3057 or visit sparklight.com/savings. Sparklight, a new breed in high speed.
First and 10 Wellington. 40-0 Wellington here in Altamont at Lucas Field. As I've never seen that before, a referee is tying the shoe of a player.
I have no comment.
Did you see that?
No, I did not.
I think it's on our live stream. I don't know if the player has a restriction or something. I don't want to judge anything if that's the case, but I've just never seen that, that's all.
Oh, late
wow.
flag.
Oh, wow. The ref threw that flag so hard into a group of like 8 players. That flag might have left like a paintball welt on somebody right there. Did you see how hard he threw that flag at the group of people?
Hey, he's gotta be careful throwing that flag. There used to be a Cleveland Browns offensive tackle, early 2000s. Ended his career. He got hit in the eye with a flag, and I don't know if he lost his eye or something, but he didn't play very much longer after.
Oh,
I forgot his name, but yeah,
that was way more serious than I thought.
Oh yeah, serious. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. The official's got to be careful with where he's throwing it.
I thought that was going to be a funny story. That was not funny. Is it like sand that's in the flag?
I'm not sure what it's got to be something. It may be. I don't know.
They've got weight to them. It's got to be sand. Matthew Jarman with a nice play here. As the penalty was on Labette County, so Wellington has it now after the 1-yard loss play by Matthew Jarman. 2nd and 11 at the Labette County 37. It is a running clock, 9:50 and counting.
Goodness, 9:50 already.
As Barrett Heston, again, just some updates, still on the bench, being spoken to by Dylan Johnson and Lucas Hayward. Lucas puts an arm on Barrett's back and pats him on the head. What good buddies our teammates are to each other. Great young men Labette County has. Wellington with a good play here.
Sorry, I didn't mean
I'm trying to compliment our players, and John's obsessed with the Wellington run for 30 yards.
Hey, Malachi Holloway showing a nice burst to get out there on the edge and cut up. Jack, I thought he was going to take that one all the way, tracked down by Jamal.
1st and 10, Wellington. 40-0 Wellington, 9-10 and counting. Wellington down to the Labette County 18. Play action pass here, and this might be a loss. It is! Bradley Black with a nice read and tackle in the backfield. The receiver for Wellington was number 19, Jackson Curry, and Bradley Black read it perfectly for a loss of 7.
Once again, out on the edge, Bradley Black's going to make a play. If you're the Crusaders, you don't really want to run anything to that side. But then there's the other issue. You got a Jarman over there on the other edge. Really poses a problem for these teams.
Second down, 17, 8.5 left in the game. Bradley Black and Matthew Jarman with back-to-back tackles for loss for Labette County. End around to the left side, Matthew Jarman with another tackle. Gain of about 10 for Wellington, 3rd down and 7.
As Jarman's done a really nice job of kind of picking up some of that slack with Whitley out of the lineup tonight. Good to see another senior stepping up, fill in some of that production. Claiborne, he's been a bit shaky, but he's been around the ball. He's been around the play, so he hasn't done too bad either.
Time out, Wellington. We'll just take 30 seconds and then thank some sponsors here on KLKC.
When it comes to choosing the best health care for yourself and your loved ones, there are other hospitals.
And then there's our hospital.
The difference is that while other hospitals will care for you,
We will actually care about you.
Other hospitals make decisions based on what's best for their bottom line.
while we do what's best for our community.
If you're looking for a pretty hospital, they're out there.
But if you're looking for the best hospital, it's here.
And here.
When award-earning care is as close as this, there's no reason to go anywhere else.
At Labette Health, we center around you.
Incomplete pass for Wellington as Bannister took a shot to the end zone. Fell incomplete, so it will be 4th down and 8. Boy, Labette County's only forced a couple 4th downs tonight, but it's always mighty nice to see when they do force one.
Yeah, good coverage out there by, what's his name, the Globetrotter? Is that the name you gave him, Harlan?
Brendan Harlan?
Yeah.
The Harlan Globetrotter, yes.
Good coverage by him out there on the edge.
Okay, so this is interesting. So they have Skylar Branham on to kick again. We'll see if they actually kick it. Snap, hold, and the kick is up. It looks perfect. He might have drilled it. He did. So that tells me that in the first half, they probably weren't trying to fake the field goal if Skylar Branham has a leg like that. Field goal good from Wellington, 43-0. Crusaders, 6:40 left, running clock here in Altamont.
Is this going to be a scoregami or whatever?
43?
Yeah, 43-0.
That's unique. That is unique. We'll thank a few other sponsors here. Tank Connection, Woodworth Enterprises, Labette Bank, the Bartlett Co-op, Community National Bank, the Corner Store of Altamont, Wood Insurance Center, Labette Community College, Clemens Insurance Agency, and Labette Health. Invite you to stay tuned for our Bowen Pharmacy post-game show, as this Labette County team travels about an hour and 10 minutes north to Fort Scott, Kansas, to take on the Tigers next Friday evening. What they want to obtain this year is still in front of them, an SEK title. All 4 league opponents still in front of them. John, do you have an update on the Pittsburgh-Fort Scott score?
Looking right now, Jack. We'll see what scores in Kansas has for us here.
The 2 teams that have beaten Wellington this year are playing tonight, Andale and Wichita Collegiate.
Andale's up 47-0.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
Putting a whooping on them.
Wellington boots it away left to right with 5 minutes left in the game. Labette County will return it from the 20 right to left. Fields reverses course and tries to reverse course again and is drilled into the ground.
I don't see a Dexter score either, Jack. Iola's up over Anderson County 13-12. As far as that, I'm not seeing a whole lot of other scores.
Yeah, there's not
now.
a lot. There's not a lot of local scores on the Scores in Kansas Twitter page, but that's all right. We have a hold on Labette County during the return. Oh, unsportsmanlike? Unsportsmanlike on Labette County on the return. So that'll pin them back deeper into the corner of their own edge of the field, if you will. They trail 43-0, running clock here in Altamont. They're going to be working the field into a slight north breeze that's picked up actually deep into the second half. As Labette County starters will stay in the game. Barrett Heston was injured a couple drives ago and is on the bench with a towel over his head. That's hard to see. I hope Barrett's okay. 3:50 left in the game. Jamal Jackson with the short run.
Usually not a good sign, you know. For his sakes, if he's still, he's sitting there not moving around or anything, really hoping the best. As we're going to see, I believe Wyrick's out there. Starters on offense remaining the same here. So they're going to be content to just run a couple more plays here as this clock will just continue to wind down.
Wyrick will take a high snap, get it off to our running back. And he's snatched to the ground right away. 3rd down and long for the Grizzlies. Did you find a score, John?
I did. As of 17 minutes ago, halfway through the 3rd quarter, Pittsburgh was up 17-14.
Okay. So Fort Scott, who was flirting with a loss to both Parsons, and has Fort Scott played Independence yet?
They did. They won that one pretty decisively, if I believe so. They played Payo as well, I want to say. No, all right, Fort Scott's 3-0 heading into this one with the Dragons.
Illegal procedure on Labette County here pins them back deeper on their own 4-yard line. 3rd down and long. Wyrick with a give to Jackson, has a crease, gets into the secondary. Jamal running hard across the 15, down to the 17-yard line, and another extracurricular flag flies as 2 more flags fly in the backfield.
A hat went flying as well as I don't know if he just got ejected or what.
Michael Reed keeps pointing in Wellington's direction emphatically as the white hat well away from the ball threw his yellow flag and then threw his white hat in the air, meaning another penalty. As here we have the call. Personal foul, unsportsmanlike, Wellington. And another penalty on Labette County. They're going to offset, but then we also have the penalty on the run over here from Jamal.
So Labette County's declining one of these. It's going to be Labette County's favorite here.
Okay, so I believe a Wellington player and Labette County player got ejected?
I don't see anyone being walked over here, so I don't assume.
I think a Wellington player did, though. Just a minute is left in this 43-0 game, but it's still fun to talk over some of the chippy stuff that's going on because we've seen that in every game this year.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it, I believe, is kind of the mentality of this Grizzly team. They got a chip on their shoulders. So, I mean, I feel like they're not going to take a whole lot of anything from anyone, that sort of thing, Jack. So I don't want to. The only way I could describe it,
As Coffeyville leads their game over Independence 42-0, a running clock in that game as well. As this game is about to come to an end, Jamal with another nice run here out near the 20 after the penalty backed Labette County up back to where the line of scrimmage was on the offsetting penalties. As Labette County's going to hurry up to the line on 4th and short to try to get one more play off. 12 seconds down to 10, and I think that will just do it as they're going to stop the clock with 6 seconds left. Did Labette County call a timeout?
Yeah. Price wants to run another play here before things end. See another look out of his team.
So again, league play starts next week, a week from tonight. October is here. In Labette County, a new month and a new opportunity. At Fort Scott, home against Coffeyville, homecoming, home against Independence, senior night, and then hopefully that game at Chanute means something for both of these teams.
Yeah, and you can either hope that you straight up beat Chanute or they drop one.
They lose one.
Yeah, that'd be really nice for the Grizzlies here.
Final play of the game, Jamal Jackson to the left with his best run of the night. Still on his feet, no way! Jamal Jackson with 6 seconds on the clock to the 15, to the 5. Touchdown, Labette County. You are kidding me. With 6 seconds left in the game, Coach Price calls a timeout, draws up poetry, and Jamal Jackson runs into the end zone for a 82-yard run.
Jack, great play there by Jamal. I just got to look at their sideline to see their deflated, expressions as Jamal kind of broke through there.
He's so fast.
Oh yeah, we saw on some of the returns here tonight as well. Just getting him in space is a big issue, and we got to find a way to do so. As we're going to see Fernando Rivera come on for an extra point.
He might need a cup of coffee as he had to kind of get out of bed.
Oh, are they just going to?
Oh, I don't know if Fernando's going to get to kick here. As Rivera, I don't think has kicked tonight. No, he kicked one time.
Kickoff.
He kicked one time in the second half. So poor Fernando isn't going to get to kick here the extra point. That'll do it from Labette County. 43-6 your final score. Jamal Jackson, wow, of course, an 82-yard touchdown run on the final play of the game. He had to get closer to that 150-yard rushing game average somehow. Why not on the last play of the game? 3-minute break, and then the Bowen Pharmacy post-game show on KLKC Parsons.
My name is Bria, and I'm a pharmacist at Bowen Pharmacy. I'm here today to tell you about one of our patient programs, Meds to Beds. Bowen Pharmacy South is located in the medical office building at Labette Health. Our staff works closely with the doctors, nurses, and social care workers to ensure that your transition out of the hospital is an easier and more convenient experience for you and your loved ones. If you are having inpatient or outpatient surgery, we will get your medications directly from your doctor and deliver them right to your hospital bed. If you are having a baby, we will get your medications or anything else that you may need to get your family home without the hassle of making several stops along the way. Whether you're here for a few hours or a few days, we are here at Bowen Pharmacy and Bowen Pharmacy South to help get you well without any interruption in transition of care. Just ask for Meds to Beds. At Bowen Pharmacy and Bowen Pharmacy South, we are here for you today and we are here for you tomorrow.
When it comes to choosing the best healthcare for yourself and your loved ones, there are other hospitals.
And then there's our hospital.
The difference is that while other hospitals will care for you,
We will actually care about you.
Other hospitals make decisions based on what's best for their bottom line.
while we do what's best for our community.
If you're looking for a pretty hospital, they're out there.
But if you're looking for the best hospital, it's here.
And here.
When award-earning care is as close as this, there's no reason to go anywhere else.
At Labette Health, we center around you.
Welcome in, Grizzly fans, to the Bowen Pharmacy postgame show of Labette County Grizzly football. They fall here at home to Wellington 43-6. Jamal Jackson with an 82-yard touchdown burst with 6 seconds, left in the ball game. Coach Price called the timeout with 5.6 seconds left on the clock. Everyone's thinking, oh boy, Coach, just let the clock run out. And there you go. Jamal Jackson runs it in from 82 yards out. As we see Barrett Heston getting driven on the golf cart back to the locker room. That was kind of the big injury of tonight that you absolutely are gutted to see. Standout receiver, standout kid, standout basketball player, standout student. Yeah. You hate to see anybody go down. But Barrett Heston, unfortunately, was the one that something happened to tonight, and we hope that his diagnosis, and we pray that it is minor. Jack Leake, John Kohler with you in the booth, Caleb McKee on the camera. John, what did you see from Labette County? A tough one to break down because we didn't see those stretches of positivity in the second half in particular that we had seen maybe in the previous weeks.
Yeah, Labette County was just physically outmatched. You know, more so on the defensive side of things. Their O-line did a real nice job keeping the pad level low and really driving. Low man wins, and that was the case tonight. Nice drive, really tremendous job by Bannister as well. I mean, him, Burnett, and Weir, those three names are what carried Wellington tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, we heard all week long, or at least I did at school, about their 6'4" receiver. You know, who is this elusive guy? And it sure enough was Carter Burnett, 6'4", 190. He's a senior, as is their quarterback, as is Nick Giefer, their running back, as is Grady Norris, as is Jagger Norris, as is their quarterback Dusty Bannister, as is Brody Weir. Senior. I'm sure they'll reload. I'm sure they'll be really hard to beat in the future, but they lose a lot of that really good core. So we wish Wellington the best of luck moving forward with their tough schedule and their really nice group of seniors that they have. Labette County, again, starting next week, league play. They have yet to play a team in the SEK. That would be Fort Scott, Independence, Coffeyville, and Chanute. Pittsburgh nor Parsons are a part of the SEK in football. It's just those four teams I mentioned: Fort Scott, Independence, Coffeyville, and Chanute. So the race to an SEK title starts next week at Fort Scott. We'll be live about 6:40 for the Tent Connection pregame show. As if you can't make the trip up to Fort Scott, you obviously know where to find us. Share with your friends, or you can download the 106.7 KLKC app on your iPhone and Android and listen to us anywhere. If you have good signal, it'll be crystal clear audio of the broadcast. John, any closing statements as we kind of wind down tonight's broadcast when the game was a little bit more stagnant than we were used to in the past? But again, we don't want to forget Deontay Fields picked up his third interception of the season this year on the first play from Wellington.
Yeah, and it was a great play by him to get back deep and stay in his zone and make a play on the ball. He started out at about the, yard off the line of scrimmage. He was pressed up.
Yeah.
Got back 30 yards, backpedaled 30 yards back and made a play on the ball. So there's signs of improvement from these younger guys, and that's what you really need. And now everything needs to come together this next week when the league play starts. You can't have a game like a Winfield. You can't have a game like tonight and drop one that you should be in and you should have a chance to win in league play, because it's costly. There's only 4 teams in this league. There's 4 other teams, and you only play 4 guys. So one loss is, a big deal.
Labette County needs to get healthy. We hope Barrett Heston's okay. Camden Good with that ankle. Tayton Claiborne played tonight but had been injured in the past couple games. Roper Whitley didn't play tonight. I heard rumors it was maybe a headache or something like that. So we hope Roper's it doesn't sound like long-term, something of the sorts like that. So Labette County just regroup, get healthy, and go play these league teams to the best of our ability, and I know that's what they will do. For Caleb McKee and John Kohler and Amanda, board op back at the station, My name's Jack Leake saying so long, Grizzly Nation. Again, 6:40 Tank Connection pregame show next Friday at Fort Scott. Have a good night, everybody, and as always, God bless.